Good morning, everybody. So we're coming to the end of our Rise and Shine right now, and we're going to be doing blocks 11 and 12 this week. So I wanted to show you block 11. It's called Rolling Rockets, and I only got this one made in one colorway this week, just because of events that have been happening. So we're going to lay this down, and here is your instructions right here. So we're going to go right now to step 1, and it's called making the rolling rockets. So what we're going to be doing is sewing our 6B to 20E and our 6D to 20E. So I've already sewn one of the little pieces for you. So this is B, and we're going to sew it to E. And so what we're going to do is we have two colorways. Half of the colorways are going to be pressed towards the small triangle, and then the other half, I'll show you the back of this one. The other half will be ironed to the D, this piece right here. Anyway, because what we're going to do is make married seams. So I've already sewn this little piece for you, and so what we're going to do is have this piece here, and I'm going to put this like this, and you're just going to line up all your corners again. I'm going to put it here in the, I have to get used to my machine again. I haven't used this one for a while. Okay, so we're going to sew this and go all the way to the end. Boy, she set on fast. Okay, we're going to cut our thread. Okay, so when I open this up, like it's going to be like this, just like this piece. So because I ironed this piece up on this color, we're going to iron this piece up. When I go to the other color, they have color D, which is the this flower, we're going to iron all the seams down this way. And you are going to make 2 this color and 2 with the opposite color. So you're going to have 4 pieces like this, 2 with this color up here, 2 with this color. So remember, one color you iron up, both sections, and the other you iron down, and it's going to end up like this. So what we're going to do is put the 4 pieces together. So you're going to have, these 2 would go like this, your other 2 would go right here. And this is one you are going to want to pin right here. You want to make sure that those points get really nice, and right here. So use your pins, take a little bit of extra time. And so when we iron it, you've got married seams right here, and this is where you can make that little circle with your seam. So you're going to press it, you'll know exactly which way to go, and then you can make this little pinwheel in the center so you have a nice flat seam. And this is kind of your first step. It includes steps 1, 2, and 3. And I put a note on here to press the seams open, but I didn't follow my own directions, and I did a pinwheel. So you can take a choice, either press them open or make a pinwheel. Okay, now we're going to go on to step 4, and we're going to make 4 of this unit. So you have color B again and color C, and we've done this many times. You have the 2 triangles that you sew together, and you're going to sew along the long side. And this one I pressed towards the B color, so you're going to have this unit. So then if you look again to step 5, we're going to make 4 of this unit also. So we've already got this piece. And so I want you to pay attention to your picture. See how they have the B color facing up? So you're going to have it kind of like that. And then you're going to put this triangle this way. So I always look at it before I finish, and I'm going to open it up kind of to make sure that I did it right. And it's going to look really strange. It's going to look like this when you finish, and you're going to think that just doesn't look good, but trust me, it's going to be good. So we're going to sew this. And so I've told you before that when you have a seam like down here, I like to start at the other end. So I'm going to turn my piece over like this, and I'm going to start at this end. And we're going to sew a 1/4 inch, and I'm going to get my trusty stiletto so that I can hold down that seam. I want it to stay down for me when I sew. And then I'm just going to use my little cheater thread catcher. Okay, so we're going to cut this. Now when I open this up, it should look just like this one. Oh, good, we did a good job. And so this piece I sewed towards this triangle, and we're going to add 1 more triangle to this right now. So we have a very strange looking piece. We're going to turn the page, so it's going to be on your 2nd page, and it's going to be step 6. So we have this looking like this, and we're going to put 1 more triangle. So I want you to look, there's several ways that you can put this triangle on there, but there's only one correct way. So always look at it. If you put it like that, that looks kind of strange, doesn't it? It doesn't go that way. But look, if we put it like this, we can see that we have a straight line right here, and that's what we're gonna want. So I'm gonna put this like this. I'm gonna use the piece that I pressed. A little easier. Okay, so I'm gonna check it again just because I moved my things. Okay, so I'm gonna lay it like this. Oh, I have seams on both sides, so I guess I'm out of luck here. So we're gonna go here. I'm gonna use my stiletto to make sure she stays down. And so all the way, and I'm gonna make sure all these little corners match really well. That's what those templates are made for, so that you can have all your corners matching. And then we're gonna use this. I like to use these little thread catchers because then I don't have threads hanging everywhere. Okay, so here's our piece right here. We would fold it open, and we're again gonna press this out this way so that, I think I have a finished one for you. So here it's very pretty. You have them like this. So two of these go out that way, the other one goes down, and voila, you have number 6 all completed. Okay, so we are going to start with this little unit right here that we made in step 6, and we made 4 of those. What we're going to do is add this number 4 triangle out of the F fabric, and we're going to put it on both sides. So we're going to stitch along this line, and then we are going to press it towards the F triangle. So we're going to add the second piece now, and I can tell you already that I'm going to be starting my stitching down here because I don't have a seam down there already. So we're gonna get it under our machine here. Let me get my stiletto so I can hold this all. And I will put another thread catcher. Okay, so when we finish this, we are gonna end up with this unit like this. And we are going to make 4 of these units. And so I have one finished here so that you can see the ironing on the back. So the pressing is towards the large triangles. So after you make 4 of these, what we're going to do is we're going to add them to this unit that you made right here. Okay, so it's going to go on 2 opposite sides. And just take note that this triangle points towards the outside, but you can also see in the picture right here, they show you so you can tell which direction it goes. So we're going to put 2 of those on this unit. So this one would sew right here. And this is a spot where you're going to want to match those points right there, and you're going to pin them. And so pin them through here, sew it down, and then it will flip over. And I just happen to have a finished unit for you. Well, that I'm already pinning something else to. So here is our unit right here. Okay, so we are ready to move on to step 9. So what's going to happen is we are going to be using these little funny triangles, and this is the kite. So I will tell you this, I cut my kite out of the wrong fabric, okay? I did not have time to change it because I've been up here for almost 3 weeks. So you guys are gonna look at this and look at my square and go, oh, well, I kind of like that, instead of using the correct fabric. So anyway, you'll see this, you can use you get the right fabric in your kit. I just unfortunately did it wrong. So we've sewn one to one side. We've done this many times. So what I want you to note on this, because sometimes we have the skinny end up here, this is going to be the large end with the large end, okay? So we've sewn one, and now we're going to sew our second one, and it's going to go, oh, I have the wrong piece here. Okay, so you see I can do that too. This piece right here. So it's going to go like this, and I'm going to turn it over, and because I don't want to start at this end, I'm going to flip my piece like that, because it's really hard to start on that end with all those seams going. So we're gonna hold it like this, quarter each seam. I'm gonna make sure this all matches down here at the end. If I haven't convinced you girls to use thread catchers yet, I'm just telling you right now that they are really a saver. Okay, so we've sewn our 2. This is gonna press open like that. On your back, you're gonna see it, it's gonna press this direction, so you'll have them all out to the outside, and it's gonna look like this when it's finished. And you are going to make 4 of these units. Okay, so now we are ready to complete our block. So you'll see these are my kite sections that I just made, one on this end, one on this end. And if you'll notice that this is pointing that way, and we want the large end of the kite to go this way. And it shows you that in your picture. So I want you to always look at your diagrams because they really help you. So you're gonna make 2 units like this. And then what we're gonna do is add them to the big unit that we already did. So I've pre-pinned this for you. So here's our unit that has the 2, and then now this has the 2 kite sections. So these are the areas that I like to pin. You have a seam here that matches right there. That one does not have points, so you don't need the pin that goes that direction. So you're gonna pin that, but this is the spot right here where you wanna put a pin through at that point, and again at the point on the opposite side. And then you're gonna do the little pin thing on both sides. So let's go ahead and sew this one so we see how pretty it turns out. And we're gonna line it up here. You know I like to run over my pins. And again, I'm telling you, I don't totally recommend it. I'm just saying it works for me. Okay, so when I get here, I know with this pin here that I have a point that I want to meet. So I'm going to have that go into my machine until I'm going to pull the pin out until it gets right there. I'm going to take these pins out now. Okay. I'm going to line this up. I don't need 2 of those. I think I sewed them together last time. In fact, I know I did. How funny. Okay, let's see what this looks like. We're gonna take all of our pins out. We're gonna open this up. Look how pretty, I know I haven't ironed it yet, just so you know, but look at how pretty those points are. And we get matches here at all of our seams. So what you're gonna do is sew one on this side, one on this side, and voila, we have our beautiful quilt block.